I wore this jacket in honor of where we're headed this week. We are headed back to Texas. Going to be joining up with my favorite outfitter, the one I've used for more hunts than anyone else, and that is Rhino Outdoor Adventures. You know, me and Rhino have been on a lot of fun hunts together over the years. You've seen several of our episodes with him, but this one's really special, not just because of our memories, but see, Rhino has been trying for 7 years to try to make this hunt happen with his best friend and college roommate, that's Craig Pallmeyer, and his son, Ross Pallmeyer, who's going to be joining him. Now, what's really special about this is, you know, Craig and Ross have been wanting for a long time to go on a mule deer hunt of their own, and that's been like a dream of theirs. They're going to get to make it happen with Rhino. Rhino actually helped Ross get his first whitetail even. So I'm showing up on the last day, and I'm hoping we can perform some last day heroics, try to film Ross getting something, and then I'm going to stick around for a few days after, see if I can get something. You know what? There is so much action in this one. Let's just get this thing started.
Rudy. That's awesome. At first, I had a really bad feeling this morning because this was our last chance. We have to get back to Houston today. We woke up, it was freezing cold, which is no problem, but the fog was so thick you couldn't see 20 yards in front of you. We went and sat where I was going to hunt, and I knew where you guys were headed out to, and I knew what that was going to look like too. And my heart was kind of broken.
Because this spot wasn't seeming to pan out very well, we decided to hop in the truck, drive around and see if we could make something else happen. And look what steps out next.
There he is. Oh, hey, there's 2 does over there.
They came from the left, so if he's following them, they'll be behind him. There's something. He's got a rack. Here it is. Can I shoot him? Yeah. I'm on him.
Smoked him.
Yep, I got it all on film.
He is massive. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
There we go. Way to go there, Ross. How do you feel about the shot? You feel pretty good on the shoulder?
Feel good about the shot.
Huh?
Feel good about the shot.
That's awesome. Yeah. Told you if it happens, it's gonna happen fast,
God.
right?
That was so fast. Wow.
You're saying this spot would pan out.
I saw him right here. He stepped out right there. Wow.
All right, go ahead and rack one in and put it on the lowest power. We'll see if we can find the buck. There's a raven flying there. He might show us exactly where he is. Filming this the whole time?
Yeah.
There he is. Look at that guy.
That is a freaking. Oh my gosh. Woo, baby. Oh my gosh.
Nice buck. Just a little bitty mule deer.
Oh my gosh.
And you smoked him.
That's the stuff of dreams right there.
Athlon, ridiculously good optics.
Closed captioning services brought to you by Chappy's Outdoors, healing heroes through God's creation. Boy, that was an amazing buck that Ross got to shoot there, and I mean especially under the circumstances. Fog in West Texas, folks, that's just not natural. Look, I had some great interviews with both Ross and his father, Craig, but I just got to tell you, the wind was so heavy you can't really hear them very well over the wind. I do want to express what they had to say, though, to you specifically, Rhino. Look, those guys are so appreciative of what you did for them on this hunt. And what's really cool is that Craig got to come back 2 years later and take a really nice buck with Rhino again. You know, Rhino, we've been chasing mule deer for years. I've even guided some of your clients for mule deer out at another location of yours, and I've had a lot of great mule deer hunts. We're going to highlight a couple of those, and let's get after another one for me. So my first time hunting mule deer with Rhino was out at a place he had called Dos Lomas. The location hosted a lot of mule deer, whitetail, some aoudad, some various different animals. And I guided many of his clients there for 2 years, and then in 2018, I took my first shot at one. This is kind of unique because me and Rhino had already been hunting several years together, but as last light faded, we had one at about 400 yards, couldn't seal the deal on, and that was the first time ever we didn't make it happen on any hunt. That speaks to how tough they are. Hey everybody, it's last light out here, our last day here hunting with Rhino. It's been a great trip, Rhino. Thank you for an awesome time hunting these mule deer. I was really humbled by these animals. They are tough boogers to hunt, right?
We chased them, didn't we, Chappy?
Oh, we tried.
Yeah, we came close.
Yeah, 400 yards. And who could ever forget the time we were coming back after I shot my elk with you, Rhino, and we had 2 decent-sized mule deer sparring inside a feed pen. I remember it took them a bit before they looked up and realized, oh, hey, some guys are watching us. So in 2021, I came back to Rhino for our second mule deer hunt near a new location he has near Fort Stockton. Hey look, I've been on about 5 different mule deer hunts with other locations too now, and believe me, I am ready to seal the deal.
Hey folks, we're trying to stay low and quiet because we have a bunch of mule deer out in front of us. There's this road right here that Rhino has already corned. I just arrived last night, and we got like 18 mule deer in front of us. A couple really big bucks, one that's a big body, a shooter for sure. We need camera light, because if we can get some good camera light, this mule deer's going down on the first morning of this trip. Wow, can't believe this. 189 yards.
You're out here with a beautiful sunrise behind you, behind your camera, doing what you love to do, film
That's right.
hunts.
So we got 18 mule deer out in front of us. Beautiful sunrise. And I mean, this is like day 1 of pursuing the mule deer with you. So we got a bruiser in front of us. Getting good footage. Because, I mean, day 1, we need some footage. But, man, he's big. I think we're going to take this one.
time I get back on the binos.
Dropped him in his tracks. Yes, sir, Chappy. Chappy, yes, sir. Look at you. Look at this. Now you're a shadow. Now this is awesome. Right there.
I can't believe this, Rhino.
I told you to get here.
Give me some.
That's a stud, man.
I know it.
Oh, big deer.
Yeah.
You got a mule there, man.
I cannot believe this. This is day one. I mean, wow.
Look at these others.
Boy, that one's always going to hold a special place in my memories. Thank you so much, Rhino. Well, back to our hunt. You know, the weather started to clear up a bit. The wind started to calm down. It's looking to be a good day for the next day. So, we enjoyed a little campfire, headed to bed, and we will start chasing them in the morning.
At the Bredding Texan Ranch, we don't just hunt, we create unforgettable experiences. Join us for world-class hunting on our Texas ranch where adventure meets the heart of the wild. Whether you're chasing whitetail, exotics, or rams, we offer guided hunts that fit every hunter's dream. This is more than a hunt, it's a chance to create memories and experience the thrill of the chase. Call us today at 214-869-0567 or visit breddingtexanranch.com to book your next hunt.
This segment is brought to you by Rhino Outdoor Adventures. So it is the first morning, kind of day 2 of my hunt here with Rhino. Been here before on his ranch that's south of Fort Stockton. It's the Daggett Ranch, and as you can see, he's really good at baiting. So we're going to try to chum up the deer. But yeah, our first night deer cast said the movement was great. The javelina cast was spot on. Seen a lot of those. Today we're going to see if we can go and drum up some mule deer. Deer cast again says it's good. Haven't checked the javelina cast, so I'm hoping it's not. But bottom line, I'm gonna go have some fun, if nothing else. Saw an elk this morning, by the way, out on the road. That was really close. Glad I did not hit it with the truck.
Right on the side of the road.
That's right. He might be coming to this property, so we'll see what we got. There's a deer right in front of us. Go figure. It's starting. Here we go. So this elk was over 1,000 yards away, and I just really had to show you this footage because this is a 7x8 elk with a drop tine. No kidding, a drop tine. You know, using our Athlon spotting scope, we could see him really well. But I just had to at least try to show you guys this footage. What an amazing beast. So we decided to spend the last part of our evening overlooking a feeder and got to watch a nice elk come out, javelina, even later some mule deer does join the scene, but just nothing for us to really shoot. So with this being the last day and the last hours of my hunt, it was looking like tag soup was on the menu again. With light fading on my last opportunity here, we decided we would jump in the truck and head back to camp. We were kind of hoping something might just be out on that road where I shot my first mule deer.
So we've been hunting for a day and a half and decided to come back to camp right before we lose last light. And go figure, the same place where I shot a mule deer 2 years ago, we've got one down here that we're looking at probably going ahead and taking. So I'm a little floored that this thing is out here again, same spot. Now, what was neat was that time we had the sunrise. Now we got the sunset, Grandpa's gun. Let's see if we can put it together.
He's 187, Chappy.
All right.
A lot of work goes into a single shot. Experience, dependable gear, precision, and discipline. The Rangecraft Velocity Pro Radar Chronograph from Athlon Optics instantly and accurately measures critical information you need to hit your mark. Because in this game, every shot counts. Shoot tighter, shoot further, shoot with confidence. Get an edge with Rangecraft from Athlon Optics. Athlon Optics, ridiculously good optics.
Are you one of those people that has to know how everything works? With my iPhone, I can't figure out how everything works. I can't understand how I can call somebody and talk into this box, and my voice waves just go into this little box and then shoot across the universe and then go into somebody else's phone and they can understand what I'm saying. I got to be honest, I can't tell you how everything works. But if you're one of those people that wants to know how the most important thing in the universe works, then you ought to come and visit Grace Point Baptist Church, because Grace Point doesn't have answers maybe about your cell phone, and as a pastor, I really can't figure all this out. But I can tell you somebody who does, and I can introduce you to somebody who does know how everything works, and that's the God of this universe. And we would love to introduce you to him at 5415 Valley Station Road. Maybe you need to reconnect with the church, maybe you need to reconnect with the Lord, or maybe you need to connect for the first time. Grace Point Baptist Church will be the place for you to figure out how really the most important thing in this universe works, and that is how God has saved us. Connect to him, Grace Point Baptist Church.
He's 187, Chappy.
All right.
nailed him. Didn't even have to move the camera, even though I did. Golly, what a gorgeous view.
Man,
Alright, now.
that is just stinking awesome. He is down and done. I don't see him kicking or moving. Golly, Grandpa's gun strikes again. You believe this? I gotta tell you guys, this is something else. I was using the door. I hopped back up in here to use this door for a good rest because I couldn't find another one. But man, this is a gun that he bought so long ago. Folks, those of you that are gun owners and know guns, this thing says Husqvarna. You know, like the chainsaws on it? He bought that thing, I think, from a Montgomery Ward catalog so long ago. I've had it reworked, kind of got it all set up with our new Athlon scope on it, and I gotta tell you what, this thing is a shooting machine. I love it. It's super comfortable. A little bit of heavy weight to it because of the age, but man, what a buck. Golly, he's got brown tines too, man. Nice ones. Look at that. I love these critters. 10-point buck. Nice. Good job. Again, we did it. I mean, from the camp. Can you believe that? All right, we are putting this tag on him. Got it labeled, notched. All right, Rhino, legal buck tag.
There's how you do it, buddy.
Thank you, brother. What a hunt this week. Those were some nice mule deer. And once again, Rhino, thank you for making some great memories for us. You know, when I think back to this hunt, though, I'm also going to remember that really freak kind of a weather situation. That fog was something else. Never seen anything like it. Rhino had never seen anything like it in all the years he's hunted there. And we probably never will again. You know, stuff like that, when weather comes in and it maybe almost feels like it's ruining your hunt, we're kind of a little afraid or concerned about it, it gets us really worried. You know, it reminds me, though, of a time when the disciples were in a boat with Jesus, and the way the weather was coming in on them, they got really concerned. So worried, so fearful, that they actually went down into the boat to wake up Jesus. That's right, Jesus was sleeping. And it kind of makes us think when we read the story, in similar circumstance, is God doing that for our struggles, for our trials? Is he asleep on the job? But let me give you a better glimpse into the way this story kind of plays out, because it's remarkable. You see, Jesus wasn't awakened by the storm or the trials or the struggles in their life. It's not as if God takes notice of those and goes, that's it, I've got to act. You know what woke him up? It was their voices crying out to him. I think many times that's what you're probably missing out on as well. Realizing that I just haven't truly cried out to Christ, cried out to Jesus. Have you received him as your Lord and Savior? Have you cried out to him about the things that you're going through in life? He says, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's the kind of rest you need. That's the kind of peace you need. Because in the end of that story, he walks out in front of that boat, and he, in front of all his disciples, looks at the wind and the waves and says, peace, be still, and calms them all. They realize at this point, this is not really a manner of any kind of man we've ever known. This is God. You need to come to that realization as well. You need to cry out to Jesus, receive him as your Lord and Savior. Go to the website at the bottom of your screen after you've done that and contact us. We'd love to hear from you about this life-changing choice and decision you've made in your life. Hey, join us next week as we are going to head to somewhere and have a great hunt. Oh my word, did I just say that? Well, join us next week as we are headed somewhere and we're going to have a great hunt. That really is not what I meant to say. No, join us next week as we're going to go on my first ever duck hunt in Stuttgart, Arkansas, of all places. It's going to be a great one.